Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis and above me is Jordan. We've got another video coming for you today, guys. It's the Everton game, the Everton preview, big game. Two big games this week, actually, and this is the last game of 2020. Insane.
Absolute madness.
The quicker this year goes, the better.
I agree.
So
get it done and dusted. Just 2020. What's that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's all about 2021.
It's a myth. Right, okay, guys, before we get into it, going to set a like target. Going to go for 600 likes. Going to need everyone's help to get past that 600 because it is bigger than usual. And especially with the guys who are watching this, who are in the notification gang, if you can set us off on a good, start, then it, tends to be a lot easier if you get us going. So yeah, any help towards that would be massively appreciated as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, with the notification button for daily Manchester City videos.
We've hit 16k in our last live stream, which was wild.
We hit 16,000.
Absolutely buzzing. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to us in that. It's been a wild journey, and like I said, last game of the season, we've rounded off 2020 with 16k. Now time to move on to 2021 and bigger things. Yeah,
that's it. So let's get going then, guys. First topic of conversation for me, it's got to be a big one. It's Aguero. Do you start him? Obviously, you got Chelsea coming up, which is obviously a massive game. They got thrashed by Arsenal, but this is a big game. And it's whether or not you start Aguero. Do you give him 45 minutes, 60 minutes, or do you bring him off the bench, but again, give him a little bit more than you did in the last game, where I think he only got 15 minutes? It's what you do here. It's a big call. And it's a tricky one. What would you do? But if you're Pep Guardiola now, what would you do? Would you start him? Get him in at half time, see how he is. If he's all right, give him another 10 or 15 minutes. You know what I mean? How would you play this?
Given the fact that this guy's been in and out of the team and can't stay fit, I do feel like it's bubble wrap season for Aguero. I feel like we need to wrap him with bubble wrap and take care of him as much as possible. There's a long way to go in this season yet. We can still fight for this title, and this game is a massive push towards that if we beat Everton. And I feel like starting him's too early for me. He's not fit enough yet for me to start, and it takes Aguero a couple of games to get into it as well. So I feel like if he's not playing at his best as well, he'd be starting to try harder, which is where he'll potentially pull up. So for me, I'd probably just look to give him, say, half an hour, double what he got in the last game, and it's about getting him fit. And as well, we've got Chelsea after Everton, which is another big game. So you could look at giving him more minutes there, or maybe starting and then bringing him off after the. Do you know what I mean? After like 60 minutes or something, depending on how he did, how fit he's looking in the games leading up to that, and like the training sessions leading up to that. I just think it's too soon to start Aguero. Is my thing.
You still think it's a bit too soon?
I'm sweating on it. That's what it is. I'm sweating on him staying fit for the rest of the season.
See, yeah, I'm really torn. I mean,
Do you remember, there's a point, right, where you said, let's just keep this guy out of training and just throw him in every game just so he stays fit.
The Ledley King scenario. Yeah. For those that are not familiar, Ledley King had a bad injury, and he got to the point where Tottenham just stopped training him.
He couldn't because he wouldn't stay fit.
He just turned up, played the game 90 minutes, and then was off all week and never trained, and then he literally just played. I'm in this situation of should City consider something similar with Aguero and just say, don't train, just turn up and play the matches? I don't know. But on this point, basically, I want him to get at least 30 minutes. I think he needs at least a good 30 minutes in this game. And therefore, if you're going to give him 30 minutes, could you not just start him and then just see how he is at half time? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's an interesting one. I've not really made my mind up. Let us know in the comment section below. What would you do? Would you start Aguero and just see how he is at half time? Or would you say no? Are you on the sort of more cautious side like Jordy Pordy, and would you just give him 30 minutes? An interesting one. I'm interested to see what the split is on this. Let us know in the comment section below. Another decision that you got to make is on the left back situation. Ake played obviously against Newcastle, played well, had no issues. Obviously didn't get forward or anything, but that's not really his role. It's defensive. Do you play him? Do you play Zinchenko? Or do you play Ben Mendy? Do you get Ben Mendy back in the team? Interesting one again. This is your preview, this, bro. If you're Pep Guardiola, what would you do on this?
This is basically a Jordy Pordy. If you're Pep, what was your preview? I don't know about you, bro. I'd like to see Mendy back in. He is a left back, and now that we don't have Cancelo to play left back as he has been doing, I'm happy for him to. Obviously, he will play right back. I'd like to see Mendy play. Zinchenko, last time we seen Zinchenko play, he played all right, and he's solid. Zinchenko, he gives you like you always say it, bro. He always gives you. He's a solid 7 out of 10 every time. Like, you know what I mean? He's just like he's a kind of collective player. And then it's only the odd occurrences like the Southampton last season where something will go wrong. But it's very rare, and he's a tidy player. But Mendy, I want to see the Mendy threat on the left hand side. I want to see more of it. And he was on the bench for the last game, so he's got to be fit to be on that bench. So, you know what I mean? I want to see more of him because end of the day, it's a make or break season for him just as much as it was for John Stones. Yeah. John Stones has now been smashing it, and it looks like he's going to get rewarded with a new contract. So Mendy knows that he can save himself just like John Stones has. John Stones was in the mud, but now he's back to it. So, you know what I mean, Mendy? I just
take inspiration.
Yeah, I just want him to stay fit, get into that team. So I'm happy to play him for this game.
I think for me, it's like how much you want to attack. I feel like the three are very it's levels, isn't it? So if you just want to all and out defend, you play Ake. If you want a little bit of both, still more defensive, but a little bit of attack, you go Zinchenko. If you're just not arsed and you're just going full throttle, then you play Ben Mendy. For me, I think I'm not really that arsed who we play. You know what I mean? I'm not really that bothered.
We kind of agreed before this.
I would like to see Mendy. I think Mendy's my preference because he's a left back, and you know what I mean. I want to see him trying to. And for me, I've been impressed by Mendy this season when he's been playing. You know what I mean? He's not blown me away, but you know what I mean. I think I've been slightly impressed with what I'm seeing. Yeah, signs a bit like the Bernardo Silva type situation. He's slowly getting back into it, which I think we touched on that in the last video. But yeah, it's for me just Mendy, but I'm not really that bothered who plays there. Yeah, I'm not really that arsed. Again, let us know in the comments who would you pick at the left back situation. And yeah, to finish on a sort of negative, but not really negative, more of like a please do better. Kevin De Bruyne, you know, he's not been having a good time. We have blamed that on the system. Yeah, I don't think he's had much support. We played double pivot a lot, but you know, in the last match, you know, there was times where you know you couldn't really blame it on the system. He had the ball, made the wrong choices, passing wasn't on, went through on goal 1-on-1, constantly looking for the pass, and then in the end just fluffed his chance. I just want to see, you know, this is going to be a tricky game against Everton. Everton are a good side, got a good manager, got good players, and we need Kevin, you know, if Kevin, put it this way, if Kevin De Bruyne doesn't get back to his best, I don't see us winning the league. You know, he's our best player, and I just think right now we're struggling to create, and we need Kevin. We know what I mean? Kevin is influential to this side. He's the heartbeat of this team, and if Kevin De Bruyne's not playing well, we won't play well. And I just feel that, you know, if we weren't playing Everton and Chelsea, I'd take him out of the team and give him a rest. But we simply can't do that with the opposition we've got. Basically, pray to the gods, yeah? Whatever god you have, pray that Kevin De Bruyne gets back to top form. Because if Kevin De Bruyne gets anywhere near top form, we will be a threat. And at the moment, he's a little bit below par, you know what I mean? He's hitting them 6.5s out of 10.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
We need him to get the 8s. You know, we're not asking a massive thing. We're not asking for 10 out of 10s. We're asking for 8s. He gets 8s, and we still destroy teams, man.
Yeah, so gods, if you're listening, I mean, do us a favour. Just do us a solid, innit? We're praying it. I'm with you on that. I'm fully with you. I just feel like you say, system. We blamed it on that, him being isolated.
Yeah.
Then last match was just evidence of it, kind of like... I just see, right? I see when I look at Kevin De Bruyne, a frustrated man. I feel like it's inside this frustration. Every time he steps onto that pitch...
I agree.
It's not free-flowing Kevin anymore, where he's loving football.
I think that's come from the formation, but
I think it stemmed with the formation. That was the catalyst.
Yeah.
But now when he's playing the game where the formation isn't going to hurt him, he's still got that frustration of the bad games before him. It's like lingering with him, where he needs to express himself a bit more. He needs to clear, do you know what I mean, all the bad vibes. He needs... Yeah. Suvad always says it in the...
You know what you need to do, bro? You need to do the thing.
That's what he needs. He needs it. For people who don't watch our live streams and I watch things, we always say the siren clears the bad vibes, innit? Yeah, so that's what he needs. That's for you, Kev. Clear your bad vibes, and let's see you smash it against Everton.
Yeah. Let's go team line up for this game then. I'm going to go Ederson, Cancelo, Stones, Diaz, Mendy. As we've said, we're not really that arsed on the left back. I'll take the midfield, Brendan. Then you can take the all-important attack. Midfield, we're going to go on this one. We're going to go Fernandinho and Gundogan. We're going to give Rodri a bit of a rest because he has played a lot of football, and I think Rodri I think Rodri could be key for the Chelsea game. So I'm going to rest Rodri in here, play the Fernandinho and Gundogan. I think this will give Gundogan a little bit more freedom to go forward as well if you play Fernandinho. And Fernandinho's not played that much football. He's come on as a sub, should be well rested for this game. And I think if you go Fernandinho and Gundogan, it'll let Gundogan go further forward, but you'll also have that protection which you might need against a good Everton side.
Yeah, completely agree. And then attacking wise in the team, obviously your attacking midfielder is you got KDB in there, and then Mahrez we've gone with on the right hand side. I really like Mahrez. I really like him. So I hope he plays. I want to see more of him. You know what I mean? I just want to see more of Mahrez. He scored that hat trick and then I'm sure he dropped from the team after that. And I was a bit like, what?
Yeah, I thoroughly believe that Pep doesn't manage Mahrez in the right way.
Mahrez plays sick. Mahrez gets dropped. Yeah. Mahrez comes in. Doesn't play well. Mahrez comes out, and it's like, what? We need some consistency with Mahrez. I just like to see him smash it. You know what I mean? We know he has quality in there. He's stat wise, he's done very well for us. Like in the past few seasons, like he's been an important player. So there's no reason why he shouldn't be an important player this season. Albeit what people think, innit? Like, so I just think.
I get there's some people not massive fans of Mahrez, but yeah. I just feel that Pep just needs to play Mahrez when he's in form. You know what I mean? And there's too many times when he has a good game and then he's out of the team. It's weird. So yeah, Mahrez right wing I think would be a decent option there.
Yeah, and then we've gone for Sterling left wing. Didn't have a bad game in the last match, and then we've gone Torres up top because of the current situation. Obviously, we'd love to lap up there,
but then obviously it just depends on your Aguero situation again.
Yeah.
So yeah, this isn't going to be an easy game. It's going to be a very difficult game, but guys, we need to win this. You know what I mean? We have to. Everton are above us. You know what I mean? Have we beaten a team above us this year in the league?
It's time to start beating the teams that are at the top.
It's not. We've beaten a lot of the crappy teams. It's time that we beat a good team, and we've not done that this year so far. So we'll have to see if we can do that against Everton. It's going to be a difficult game, guys, but hopefully it's going to be a good one. It's the last game of 2020. Hopefully you'll join us for the live watch along. But other than that,
let's end 2020 on a bang, innit?
That's a good one. Send it on a banger, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Going for that 600 likes. Help us get there. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next one.